Hola chicos, buenos dias. I want you all right now to get your cuadernos from the front of the classroom, open up to your vocabulary section for la comunidad, and I am going to give you the modes of transportation and the prepositions on your vocabulary. So you guys are going to fill this in as I give you the definitions. And then instead of me giving you a prepositions worksheet right here, I am going to have you work on your sentences in your map. So on one of the pages you had your mapa, and on the next page you guys had your key, and then underneath of that you're going to write your sentences. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you really quickly how I want you to set these sentences up. Then we're going to go back to the vocabulary portion of this. So you're going to choose 10 places on your map that you created, and you are going to do 4 things with this. You're going to give me the place, you're going to give me the location, which is the prepositions. That's why I have to give those vocabulary words to you. So we've got el banco está, because you always use estar with the prepositions. Here's my prepositional phrase, al lado del cine. The bank is next to the movie theater. So you are going to tell me where your bank is located on your own map. It's probably not going to be located next to the movie theater. That was just an example. You are going to give me a sentence of what you do in the bank. Please, please, please conjugate your verbs, guys. I can't tell you how many notebooks I saw on your superheroes where you guys are just writing infinitives. So subject, conjugate your verb, and then make it a little beefier with giving me the place of where you're going to be doing that at. And then I want you, the last thing is to tell me, how did you get to the bank? So it will look like el banco está al lado del cine. Yo deposito el dinero en el banco. Voy al banco en metro. So you can do a couple of things. You can write it in 4 separate lines and do a couple of columns and get everything on one page. Or you can just go el banco and then write until the end. If you can get all the information on one line, that's fine. But do you see how I've taken the time to highlight this information right here? Yours needs to look exactly like that. You're going to highlight your prepositional phrase. You're going to highlight your errand that you conjugated that verb for, and you're going to highlight the transportation. All right? All right, kids, here we go. So for your prepositions, I'm going to pause. You guys can write these prepositions down. Okay, these should match. They might be a little out of order from your vocabulary list, but they will all match. If you would take a moment, please, and stop the video now so that the kids can write those out, that would be great. Okay, I'm going to keep going here. You guys have stopped the video. Okay, so some examples. La naranja está allí. And here's the orange. The orange is over there. When you guys are doing prepositions, you always have to use the verb estar. So the orange is our subject, is over there. La manzana está aquí. Está is. The apple is here. El zapato blanco está al lado del monstruo. Remember, de and el make del. And here's my white shoe. It's next to, or it's on the side of the monster. El zapato negro está delante del monstruo. So this black shoe is in front of the monster. El zapato café está enfrente del monstruo. The blue or the brown shoe is also in front of the monster. Los zapatos rosados están, if your subject is plural, so will your verb, debajo del monstruo. The pink shoes are underneath of the monster. Couple more examples here. El anillo está encima de la perra. So the ring is on top of the dog. Los pantalones están a la izquierda de la perra. La camiseta blanca está a la derecha de la perra. So we've got the pants that are on the left of the dog, the shirt that's on the right of the dog, and the ring that's on top of the dog. El hombre está cerca de la casa. Here's the man. He is close to the house. So this is, again, my prepositional phrase used by the word or the verb estar. El semáforo está entre, it's between, el hombre y la mujer. Y la mujer está lejos de la casa. Here's the house. She's far from the house. Okay, I'm going to stop you right here. This is our lesson for tomorrow. But I do need to give you your vocabulary for transportation. And I also need to make sure that you know if you are finished with your sentences. There's two things you need to do. Number one, reread them. And number two, highlight the things that you need to highlight. If you are finished with those sentences, you're finished with highlighting. This is your work in class period for your comics that we glued in your notebooks last week. You need to get out those marker colors, pink, blue, and green. And you need to log onto my website, go to the videos section. You may, in partners or quietly by yourselves, listen to the story, the comic, and for every single page, you're going to mark the text. And after you mark the text, you're going to move on to the next page. You are doing activity number 2, not giving directions. The first activity, we kind of glued those a little bit out of order. But mark the text first, then do activity number 2. If you are finished with your sentences, that's what I will expect you to be doing. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, here is your vocabulary for los modos de transportación in your vocabulary packets. Okay, here we go. You're going to write this down as I say them. A pie, on foot. En autobús, by school bus. En avión, by airplane. En barco, by ship or by boat. En bicicleta, by bicycle. En carro or en coche, both of those two words mean by car. En metro, by subway. En motocicleta, by motorcycle. En taxi, by taxi. En tren, by train. En caballo, by horse. En canoa, by canoe. En camión, by city bus. En camioneta, by pickup truck. En crucero, by cruise ship. En helicóptero, by helicopter. En monopatín or patineta, by skateboard. En motonieve, by snowmobile. En motonave, by jet ski. All right, now I'm done. Get to work. I'll talk to you tomorrow.